You're tuned in to Joey C. and Lou the Monster in the evening. They're the evening guys. Let me tell you about them. Joey C. back from sunny Tampa, stepping out of the steel cage. And now on every frequency at night, a two-time heavyweight champion of radio.
How could a pineapple be so bitter? Because he lives in the crappy UK. Tiny boy thinks he is a swinger, but he thought meant swing both ways. All that white stuff isn't makeup on his face. Crippled brain, crippled crotch, crippled dumb little twits. Catalano's crippled clown clips. Crippled sense of humor. Idiots with no wit. Catalano's crippled clown clips.
Wait a second, Lou.
Look at all these losers.
Oh,
Broadcast is going to end in 1 minute and 52 seconds.
it says end broadcast.
It's counting down.
No, it's going forward, Joey. It's not going to end.
Oh, okay. I got you. I thought it was going down. Because that's what it does on StreamYard. That's how it looks when it's counting down.
Ferndall, my dude, what's good, bruh?
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the evening show with Joey C. and Lou, the monster. How's everybody doing today? What's happening, Lou? What's going on? I ain't talked to you in a couple days.
Man. Dude, it was a pleasant. It was pleasant. I wasn't really asleep last night when you sent over what you sent over.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you. Yeah, I didn't know if you'd be up or not. I figured it'd be great when you woke up.
Normally, I would have been asleep, but lately I've been just not really in the mood to go to bed. I guess I'm starting to become a you.
Don't become a me because you'll never sleep. Hey, Rick. Hello, buddy.
And so you know what? It was that. So me and the wife were talking in bed and stuff.
Nice.
I thought, all right, cool. Well, you know what? I got something that I need to buy.
Yeah.
Purchase.
Well, I figured. I mean, because they started dumping it now. At that time, that's the time they changed the time when it goes in now. It used to be like a few hours earlier, but now they dumped it at that time. But I'm like, well, he's sleeping, but that'd be nice when he wakes up, And then I'm like,
yeah. So I saw it, I got it, and I just have to address one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
To you fucking idiots who honestly think that I am living in my cousin's Airbnb, you're fucking stupid, demented, and delusional.
I must be out of touch here. You're laying stuff I haven't even heard of yet. When did this get up?
This supposedly took place on Pineapple's show yesterday.
Really?
For the clown that took over for Rochi when Rochi wasn't there.
Well, I do get, now that you mentioned Roach's name, I do got to address one thing. I always said that one thing I could say about Rochi is he's always showed himself. We know what he looks like. He's not he's not one of them guys that hides behind a microphone. We know what he looks like. He speaks his own voice. And he shows his place, and I guess he made an apology to me yesterday that I accept. Thank you for that. I guess about a year and a half ago.
His apology to you was how he accused you of being a PDF.
Yes, and I got someone had sent me a message saying that Rochi was apologizing to you. So, and they told me I guess they told me where to go and look at it. So I looked at the timestamp and I just got to say that thank you. I appreciate that because he said that he posted a picture a year and a half ago when that's when all that came out when they made the fake sheriff report my picture saying I was but I appreciate that. So just wanted to recognize that and thank you very much. That's all I got to say on that.
It's a simple situation here. I don't show my wife out of respect for my wife. My wife don't want to be shown in this bullshit dabble. When she wants to make her appearance, she will make her appearance. She's already said it to me.
Yeah.
And secondly, I never showed off my place of living because I don't have to. It's no one's business how I live or where I live. Mm-hmm. You could keep trying to dig up dirt on me. You won't find nothing because I'm as clean as a fucking whistle. I don't have no locked up criminal records. I ain't stupid.
Yeah,
You think I love the taste of jizz?
the fact
You
is
should
that
see me
you've
step.
never been arrested. I know that for a fact. I mean, if they want to waste money to do that. I mean, I'm not saying that. I think it's stupid too, but you got to learn one thing. I've learned one thing is it don't matter what you want. If they're gonna do whatever they want, and if
Of course,
some of these people got
but
the money to do stupid stuff like that, that's fine. I mean,
I
you
just
know you
find it
know what you are.
hilarious.
You know you're fine. So
It's just hilarious how they want to do a background check on me. You're not going to find nothing in my background.
Lou,
What, you want my
I've
work
learned one
history
thing, Lou.
next?
One
Maybe
thing
I'll
I
give
could
you
say,
my work history. Maybe I won't.
I could say one thing 110% for sure. But this is something I could utter with confidence. Most people that press hard on anybody, I'm talking really hard because those are
This
the people that
this
really have something to hide. They're the ones
this
that have
is
something to hide.
this
So
is the response right here.
Muddy Troll Spray says, Lou, they don't care about you. They're in your business because you were loyal to Joey, right? And then Muddy's right. I mean, in all fairness to that, I've heard people one thing they've been saying is that they're very amazed at how the loyalty you and I show each other, the friendship. Um, I think they're really blown away about that. But they feel anybody can be bought, anybody could. But then there's people that say, I mean, Cupcake's the first one to say it. Lose loyalty as long as Joey pays him. Lou will do whatever Joey tells him. And
That's
that's
not
not
true.
true. That's
Because you
so
know what?
untrue. But it goes to show you the mentality of Cupcake.
No,
And
no.
then
Here's how I squash that right now, Joey.
yeah,
I could tell you right now to go fuck yourself. I
exactly.
don't need this little bit of money that I'm getting for YouTube because I make more money in a day than
Right,
you pay me in a month.
exactly. And
But
I know
I
that. I
do
know.
this with you
Right,
because one, I enjoy doing it.
right,
Two, we have a pretty fun banter
right.
and we mesh well.
Right. I agree. And I
We
think
click,
that
we
all
chill.
in all to be said, I think we are true friends. I think we've really become really true friends.
Thank you, Bo, for the gifted Catalano TV
And
ship membership.
I just don't understand is anything that goes good my way for anything, they want to rip it apart. It's like I don't understand how someone could be that miserable in their life.
I get it, buddy. You're right. You're right. Yeah, Joey is the big dog, and I don't take no offense to that.
And I've never handcuffed you or told you you better do this, Lou, you better do that. I've never I've
No,
I've made more decisions by respecting what your thoughts were because it's something you didn't want or we compromise and like I said, I don't even think I mean on the air we might banter, we might you get
yeah,
crazy.
on the air it's just the fucking banter part that we're doing, but in reality, this
We
isn't serious.
always respect each other, as friendship. So and I don't people just
Yeah.
don't get that. They just don't get that you can have a true friend, and it just works out perfect for us that we're fairly in the same area, and it just works out good. I mean, I think you're top shelf in my book. So I mean, I wouldn't want to have another partner. I wouldn't find another partner if I wanted to. You understand? I would. It would be either you or I just wouldn't have a partner. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. So, but I mean, I do take friendship serious. I do take loyalty serious, and I think and mutual respect. I think we have that. So, and I just don't understand and that's one of the things. But it's like I've got a call yesterday at the time that me and Cupcake we put in the money to do the what's that for the flip flopper? What was it called again that we did? We
The trademark.
The trademark. Well, because I was first on the list, they're holding him up for being completed. And they sent me an email just a little while ago. I mean, not an email. Yeah, it was an email. Or I think it was. Let me see where it's at. And
See,
he
this is
called me
sad.
twice yesterday, and I talked to him. He said, "Listen, we have to respond to him. You're taking. Do you want to continue with this? Because if you go forward it, you get first dibs at it. It'll be yours. But we're getting to the time limit that. So he's in a tied up process. So he went. He's just trying what all he did so far was just to agitate me. If I want to make a flip flop T-shirt right now, I can. There's not a damn thing he can do about it. You understand? It's you see what I'm saying? He's trying to overpower me by saying, "I own it. Fuck you. Don't do it. I'll sell it to you." He just don't understand how much of a man he's not. So they sent me a. Let me see. It's got it right here. It was a text. It wasn't a text, but it came from their town. The guy called me and he says, do you want to move forward? And I said, listen, I'm not spending $1,000. What you need? You heard remember the conversation you were in on? He goes, well, I know. Remember they went up to six things. It was like it was three 50 each one. 16, it was 14, 17 something. He goes, well, I can get it down to 1,050. And I'm like, I just don't know. I go, I really don't want. He goes, well, we have to know soon here and make a decision because then we have to respond to his application to see if he's going to move forward to finalize. But see, I believe he's going to have to spend $1,000 too. So if he says 350 only, he's lying. That's what I'm being 100% real here. I don't give a shit. He could have it. If he's that desperate if he needs the notoriety to say that he fucking got Joey C, who is an absolute nobody on this internet, if that's his big claim to fame, he's got to be the dumbest man I've ever got to meet in my entire life. And that's all serious. I'm being serious. I'm not being putting on a bid here. I'm not putting on a yelling expedition. I'm speaking right from the man's mouth here, me, that he has got to be the dumbest idiot I've ever shook a hand or met in person in my entire life. You understand that? He's fucking trying to prove a point to everybody against me, a nobody, which makes no sense to me. But more power to him. I could take it right now. If I had the money right now, I could do it just to piss him off. So I'm making a shirt tonight, and there ain't a damn thing he do it. I challenge him if he wants to say I can't. So I'm challenging him right now. There will be a flip-flop shirt on our end in our store. Let him tell me I can't do it. And so I'm going to call his bluff. He's going to have to show me that he don't, because he don't. And I could prove that if he challenges that. So he just can't. He can't. But that's fine. That's the other thing I wanted to touch on. So because it's ridiculous. He is by far. I tell you what. There's people you meet in life and you, hey, man, that guy was cool, you know. And then you meet people that what's the famous saying? He's got he's a wolf in sheep clothing. You know, that's what he is. He's purely a fucking sick individual, man. I really hate to say that about anybody. On being real, you know what I'm saying? Goofing around in the internet and bantering and fucking with people, that's different. You know, when you just have good fun. But I'm telling you, as off the record, me being just Joe Catalano, that's got to be the worst fucking person I ever met in my life.
Mods, don't ban anyone who says TCN for life. You know,
Listen.
We're trying to give them free speech over here.
I'm not going to talk about it. You know, they like I said, I evaluated the whole situation. Some good people reached out to me. It has nothing to do with money. It's about my credibility. It's if you want to go after somebody, you don't got it. That to me, it was just wrong because I thought about it. This could happen to me. You know what I'm saying? And it still could happen to me at any given time. Someone could go make strikes on my channel's gone. Okay, and it's going to be a bad feeling because I know what I put into this channel. You know what I'm saying? So and then you know you get guys like I will say this. I'm going to say this. There is two people that I do not want to care to listen to them. I will delete every comment they make. I don't care. There's two people I want out of my life, and I don't want to know anything about them. I don't care what they're doing to me. I don't care what they're talking about. Pineapple and Cupcake are not allowed in my chat room. So I'm telling my mods, if you don't have the heart to ban them, let me know they're there. I'll put it out. Once they get timed out, I'll make sure they stay banned. Okay.
That's all the mods can do is time them out.
I'm serious. I take those two out of my life. It's going to be better for my mind and just to not pay attention what they're doing, because the Pineapple is just a prick. He really is, and he's not getting. At one time I thought maybe he was funny, but now he's just trying to take personal stabs. And to me, being with a pineapple filter is pretty fucking bad. You know, if you want to come at me like that, then at least show yourself and tell me who you are. But he won't, so that's fine. That's fine. Like I said, so I don't have to deal with that. I don't have to deal. Well, Mike, Rochi's been a thorn in my side for a long time, but I'll give him. He went publicly and made a sincere apology to me yesterday, and he did it more than once in the show. So
hold up. So Donkey Kingington died?
What? Donkey Kongington? Donkey Kongton? What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Died?
It's spelled Donkey Kongton. What? Is that true? Donkey Kongington. He died? He was like a young dude, wasn't he?
I'm trying to find out.
Are you guys serious here? This because he was a good dude, man. I know he DM'd me a couple of times with some, private stuff that just opening up to me because similar things that went through in his life, and he told me some deep stuff, man, that he went through as a child, man, and I guess if that's true, man, wow, man. I mean, I kind of pissed him off, and he stopped really watching us because me and him got tied into it in a chat room one day. I think it was JBX's chat room, but yeah, I think it was during that Kahuna work thing is when he got pissed off. He drew the line. He said he was just done. He liked me, but he couldn't.
Yeah, he's staying. Gaseous is staying here. He passed away.
Gaseous, what did he pass away of?
I think it was a heart attack.
How old was he? Because he was like younger than me, wasn't he? Or maybe right around, maybe he was in his 50s, wasn't he? I think, or 40s. Now for me, and I feel so bad. Couldn't contact them through X. Is this really on the up and up here, man? Because I liked him, man. Rest in peace. My hat goes off to his family. I mean, that's wow. That's I don't know, I'm lost for words here because the guy was a great chatter and he was funny. He made a lot of jokes. He said, "Damn, all I got to do is make." I remember one time he said, "Damn, all I got to do is make an ass out of myself and I get paid money for it." He goes, "I'm quitting my job and I'm going to start fucking streaming." He said, "Yeah, I'm good at making an ass." I remember him saying that a few times. He was funny too. He brought some stuff. It's true, Joey. Unfortunately, wow. Well, thank you for that. Rest in peace and moment of silence for him, I guess.
No one banned TCN as a keyword. Like seriously, fucking pussies.
Yeah.
Swear, fucking channel that could get away with stealing other people's contents, but yet they
No.
wanted to whine like a bunch of bitches. I won't keep quiet. Fuck them and the fucking horse they rode on. Fucking Mason, you're an ass clown for condoning stealing other people's work. That it's okay, but you know what? They're gonna get their day, and when they do, oh well.
I mean, I'm a firm believer karma will bite anybody in the long run, especially when their thoughts of me is fine. I have a background of some people are very offended by people that have been in jail or got arrested. Some people that never been arrested, they get offended by that. I respect that. But to say some of the things that they say about me, which is so untrue, and it's fine. I made the mistake of doing what I did because no matter what they think of me or what I think of them, there was other ways I should have handled it. And I put it in perspective that would you like this happen? What would you do if this happened to you? How would you feel? And when I thought about that, and I'm like, it's just not right. So I went ahead and I retracted it because I just thought, listen, I should have never done it that way. And I thank all the people that gave me thumbs up and mad respect and of course the haters are never gonna let it go. They're gonna banter on me and they're gonna do whatever. I can't change that. I don't care. Rick from New York celebrates 9 months. Thank you, Rick, so much. You want us to allow all the TCN spam? Spam? No. If they're being
If it's
cordial,
spam,
but if
no.
they're
But if
being
they're
if
just
they're being rude, Rick, the normal applies to that. Uh, but Pineapple, absolutely not. I don't want to see him. I don't want to hear from him. I don't want to watch him. I'm blocking his channel. I don't want to see nothing from him. I don't. The guy is not righteous. In the long run, he's not. He's a clown that he he thinks he's smarter and better than everybody. And I hate to say this, but I know that USA and the UK have always been a rivalry. Most UK people don't like Americans, and most Americans don't like UK. It's been going on for hundreds of years. He puts his nose up like a snob to us, and that's how I feel.
That's what most Brits are.
And that's fine. That whatever. I just he just
Hey, Bo
says
Beerington with the
and
dollar
he and
ninety
he and
nine.
he and he, and he picks he chips the wrong way, and he thinks he's getting really big now, and his head is swelling up. Again, this is coming from a filter. So look what happened to OJ. OJ started moving really good, making some money, and all of a sudden he just fucking flops and he's gone. So I
Is
mean,
OJ gone though?
I don't think OJ is streamed live anymore for like 3 weeks now.
Oh, maybe he's taking a mental break.
Maybe, I don't know. I know he's.
Everyone every once in a while needs to take a break for their mental psyche.
Like I said, I've said it 100 times over. I'm done. I'm quitting. I'm done. I'm quitting. And I think everybody after the run that I've had, anybody that's had a run like this should just shut it down and say, man, let me just take some time off and fuck, not even go on the internet at all. I got to respect Kai for what he did. I really do. Even though he did it for reasons because of his job and he just had so much work, but he also I think did because he just thought how stupid it got and how crazy it got, and he took that mental break and I keep saying I'm going to do it, but then I last a week and it's addicting to want to stream, but I'm just at the point now is it's ruining areas of my life that it's making a lot of chaos in other areas of my life. You understand? It's taken away from a lot of things, a lot of good things in my life. So, and listen, I'm fulfilled what I done, and I don't see it would hurt anyway if anybody took off 5, 6 months. Just shut it down and come back, in the fall and say I'm back and come and take all that time to reinvent yourself and come back and the one thing that I pray for, which Lou made it point out to me, as much as he would love that for us, he's right because they're never going to let you out of this Dabbleverse here unless you just quit, you know. And then I thought about look at what they're doing to John. John has quit, and they're still fucking following this guy around everything he does. He don't. I'm giving it up. I don't want to bother with them, and they still harass him. They still fucking do everything on him. And here, as much as he's a prick and an asshole, he left. You guys won. You ran him off the internet. So why bother him anymore? Let him have his life back. But they can't. So they just can't. The people that are haters won't. They won't. It just won't happen. So, and I think they come at me just twice as hard as they ever came at him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a nobody. I'm truly a nobody. I've not done nothing like he's done. At least he's got some accomplishments he's done that if he would have done it right, he would be successful. All I did was got to work in professional baseball my whole life, which is the dream come true for me. So, but have you thought about a disguise, Joey? A disguise for what? I mean, I just when I made a statement, when I made my statement about I should have never done it this way. It was wrong. I thought about it, and good people reach out to me and just says, "Listen, you do what you want. It's your business. It's your channel."
Yeah, but they're not the ones who are dealing with the bullshit.
And they
getting their shows sniped and all this other
we
stuff.
know what they do.
All they could fucking do is talk, and offer up
Right.
whatever the fuck they want. But they're not the ones really dealing with. They could go suck a dick too.
And then I just saw a video they made, a song about they're going to strike me. That's a song, and they put up the letter, and it says right there in the email from YouTube, you've been taken down. You cannot put up another channel. You cannot, but they did, and they laugh about it. So I don't understand how that could even be done when it's definitely it's posted. They posted it, so it's bright as day. Says you cannot activate another channel. You cannot once you're nuked. You can't. It's done. But they did it, and they don't. But they say they don't do nothing wrong. That they're legit, and that's the only part that I admitted I was wrong. You got to say you cannot go around and say you're not wrong, and you guys are not doing something you ain't supposed to be doing, and that's what I think. And then to find out the mistake, we found out who it was yesterday, which was my number one suspect anyhow. So, and you're right, Lou. That person is a bitter fucking person in life, and there's nothing they could do to me that's going to upset me. So I don't care. I mean, I'm waiting.
I'm
for
still here. I'm just stepping out to go.
And I don't really care at this point. I don't. I make my own mistakes, but I'm a man, and I'll always. Once I get calmed down and I'm not hot-headed, I always think of anything I do, anything I've ever done in my life, when I know, wow, man, maybe you should have done that. Anything. I mean, whether it was me getting in trouble with the law, I'll sit there and say, damn it, I fucked up. I'm going to get arrested with this one. You know how many times I second-guess myself? Damn it. Man, oh, man, I know this one's going to catch up to me. And then you calm down, you're level-headed, but you can't pull it back. This one I was able to pull back, so thank God for that. I was able to retract this. But when you do something where you're getting in trouble with the law, you can't pull something back like that once it's done. So you got to take the consequences. And I've always admitted when I was wrong, and that to me, that don't make me make me a good person, but it makes me to be a righteous person because at least I understand right from wrong, and I know when you do wrong, and if you're accountable and you admit it. But there's a lot of these people on the internet, they they don't think they're wrong about anything. So,
Of course
and
not.
Doom is on
What
that list too.
what
I'm sorry.
what
There's
they're
I had
doing
three
over
names.
there is so
Doom has
fine
got to
and
go. He's
dandy.
never allowed here ever again. So please get rid of him, people. So if you can't, I'll do it myself. So he's got to go. It's Doom, Pineapple, and Cupcake never to be here ever again, ever. It's better off that way. I don't want to know nothing. I blocked all them every way possible, and uh, that's just the way it's going to be. That's my choice, my respect. But from there on, I want everybody to be very cautious to time out anybody. Let's give everybody a fair play. Let everybody have fun in the chat room. Uh, Even if Dabble Storian comes in the chat room, he might say something, but he's been pretty respectful. He stays a minute, gets up off his chest, and uh, of course, and then the one that I got banned, the people I got banned already for life, they'll
Oh,
never come out. Those are the three
your
people that'll never be allowed here. I don't
your
want to see
boy
them. I don't want to hear from
Mason
them.
really wants to know, Joey.
Huh?
Was it Shuley who talked you off the ledge?
No, no.
There's your answer,
He didn't
Mason.
even call me on the matter. So Bob didn't even call me on the matter. It was I talked to my wife. I had a heart to heart with my wife. I talked to a dear friend of mine that has nothing to do with the internet, and he says, Joe, I've known you your whole life. You've been a stand up guy. You stepped in a lot of shit. He said you made a lot of bad ways for you in your life that you caused yourself. He said but you always came out of it okay because you were a guy that had pride. You were a guy that was a stand up guy, and it- sometimes when you have to go to the lowest thing in your life to get back at somebody might not always be the answer, and that's not you. And I just sat there, I calmed down, 24 hours passed, 48 hours passed, and I start thinking, and I'm like, yeah, man, I can't do this, man. I'm a piece of shit for doing it this way. And that's when I went, I was just getting ready to go to bed. I think it was about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe later. And I said, I was in bed and I jumped up out of bed. I got to go to my computer. And I think my wife goes, "What?" I go, "I thought you were going. I am going to sleep. Just give me 5 minutes." And I went boom, 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 and I felt better. I slept better. And I'm like, "Yeah, this is not the way to handle it." And then at the point, then I start thinking about why am I even fighting a bunch of idiots like this? Who cares? We know why they're doing it. They say they do nothing wrong, but yet they are because they posted it. They posted the fact what YouTube told them, so they're breaking that terms. So they're liars when they say that. They're saying they're a fan page. They're lying about that. So they're no better than me. They think they are, but they're no better than me. In their eyes, they're better than everybody. And Kahuna is a sorry ass motherfucker too. He really is. He is proven that he is a true bitch. He really is.
Oh
And
boy.
I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? It's but he's another one that cracks me up. I laugh. I laugh. But for my peace of mind, I just knew it wasn't the right way to go. I mean, I had to think about it. I had to get calmed down, completely calmed down to a level that I could think the process. Then the first 24 hours, there was no talking to me. Even the first 40 hours, I was fucking still irate. But then I thought about, okay, you know, I
Cupcake Army with the 99-cent super chat.
thank you.
Sleeping face.
But the other thing that bothers me, what's low,
Super sticker.
if you have to win by attacking someone, by telling people not to boycott people making money, what are you jealous for? I don't get why do you concern yourself with other people's credit cards and other people sending money? That's the part that you guys have never explained. None of you has ever explained. Why do you have to go to that extreme to fucking do that? Why? That's one thing I wouldn't fucking do to
Oh
anybody.
shit.
I wouldn't. You know
Spider's coming in with some interesting.
what he's saying?
To all my fans, I'm done with streaming for a while to focus on work and myself. Sorry to do this, but I got to. And about Catalano Con, it's a no-go for me until further notice.
All right. I'm glad that you got to make the announcement publicly before telling us privately, but that's okay. It don't matter because we were pretty much done with you too, so it's fine. So if that's how you want to treat us, because I think you should have consulted, for which we would have granted anything you wanted, but again, you failed miserably. And as a friend who has looked out for you for many years, again, you just fucking did it publicly without condoling me. So that's fine. Good luck. God bless you. I hope he works out for you. That's all I could say. You know.
It's mental health behavior you're dealing with, Joey,
Yes.
internet is free range alley cats.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And and there's a lot that people say he just don't get it. No, I get everything. I just am so old fashioned and set in my ways with some. It's like when you set parameters in your life and you'll never break them. I'm an old school guy that there's just some things I won't do at no cost. You understand? And I broke one of those the other day when I struck that channel. I went against everything I stand for by trying to beat them the most rottenest way I could have done it. And that means I broke one of my own things that I put to myself my whole life. You understand? So when you start breaking your own rules that you set for yourself, then it's time to evaluate. And that's the third rule I've broken in my life that I made. I made like 10 or 12 years ago that I would never do and never become. And that's three now that I've broken on my lifetime. And I probably made this pact with myself when I was a teenager that I decided to say I'm never gonna. There's 10, 12 things I'll never do, and one thing, don't no one ever call me out on that. And there's three that I've broken in the last 15 years, and I corrected the other two and never did it again. And this was a big mistake. And so if I got to go to that extreme to beat somebody, I don't need to fucking be in. I don't need to be fucking uh, doing anything. I do say I wasted probably the best one liner I ever could say. The Catalan Awards of 2025 is going to go on a T-shirt without a doubt. I'm going to be putting that on a T-shirt tonight. Matter of fact, my T-shirt guy, I know he's listening, or my guy that designs my logos. Can you please give me a quick the Catalan Awards of 2025? I know you're listening. You always do. You're always dialed in. It's a dear friend of mine. We need to get that ASAP. If you've got time, I know you're busy. Will you please do that for me so I can get that ASAP on a shirt? And the flip flopper, I'm gonna make a shirt with that because he doesn't own the rights yet, and I still got some time to decide if I want to block him on that. So, and see, I would be just becoming him if I go ahead and pay that. That's me going after a guy that's really below me to just make a point. So I don't think he's gonna spend $1,000. He's not. If he does, like I said, then that makes him the dumbest cocksucker I've ever met ever in my life. If he does, that God bless him. But until then, until he can produce the stop that I'm violating something, we're gonna make the shirt until he stops it legally. So, and that means he'll have to have a lawyer serve me. Otherwise, it won't come down. I'm gonna call
Chad,
it. I'm gonna
there
call his
can't
bluff
be
like I
World
did.
War
I'm gonna
V
show people
without
that
World
he's
War
full of
III.
shit. So,
Jesus, Chad.
you know, I appreciate it. We got a good amount of people here. Like I said, we got is Friday's show is going to be a birthday combined into a show, Lou's birthday. Please show some love for Lou. All proceeds will go to Lou that day for his birthday, as we do here. Super tips are up and running right now. Uh, Working fine, as you all know. Gifted membership future here. It's still early. I'll be announcing where it's going to be. It's going to be in a very, very nice place. It'll be very nice for people where they feel safe to walk if they're going to go for their hotel, a short ride in an Uber, plenty of shopping, plenty of everything is accessible for them. The place has food, drinks, set up, and I just got to work out the problem with them to put the deposit down and
Lip
work from
flops
there.
are cheap
And
and found
somebody
everywhere.
called me
Listen to
yesterday if I wanted to use their services for the ticket, to sell the tickets. But the place that I'm going with, they have that. So it's at wherever I get the best deal from. But this other professional company that handles all kind of events all over the United States and the world has already called me and said that they had everything. They go, I guess they saw the advertisement and they wanted to know if we needed someone to handle the ticket sale. Again, I won't be handling none of that. So I do not want to handle it. I don't want to be taking nobody. I will not do none of that. It'll all be done through a professional server that's done it. That's reputable. But I think the place that I'm going to sign with for the day is good. They definitely have a ticket booth and they do all that stuff with their website and everything. So But that's definitely going to be a go. No matter if I decide to take the summer off, if I decide, which I don't know, I'm really thinking it's going to be the best move I
Look,
make.
let's just get through April
Right.
and then take a week off to start in May and see how you feel.
Right. Well, I would probably need a lot more than a week, but
I'm just saying to start with the week.
yeah, I'm not
see
going
how
to do it in the middle of a thing. I'm going to definitely go through April, but I'm really thinking, and I'm not leaving. I'm just taking a long R&R to just forget about the internet, and I don't even
Shit, I wish, Ronnie Munn.
computer up ever and the whole time I'm gone. I've done it before. When I started my first channel back in 2009, I did it for so long, and I just walked away, and I didn't touch the internet for a long time. I just stayed off of it. I just got burnt out, man, and reinvent myself. And like I told Lou, if we could come up with something, Mike Shitty Internet gifted 10 Catalan TV memberships. Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. Thank you. Um, I got a lot of love for everybody, man. I got a lot of hate for people, but hate's a strong word. And in reality, there's not many people I could truly say I hate.
DM me,
I
Ronnie,
dislike
and
a
I'll
lot of
tell
people.
you.
Huh?
No, Ronnie One wants to know how old I'm turning, and I told him to DM me, and I'll tell him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Lou's a little bit younger than me, I assume. I know he's not older than me, so
Oh hell no!
you know, I mean, he looks a lot older than me. I mean, just look at him. But
Shit, you wish.
no, we got a super tip, buddy.
All
It's from our
right.
buddy that we were just talking to, the great. You want to cue me up there? The great Eric Schum. Thank you very much. Here we go.
Mr. Catalano, I thought I'd bounce on you. And breaking news live in chat. Blue tongue lashed my knot on my way out the door.
Well,
God damn it, Ronnie.
I'll be honest. I was
Before you
shocked.
continue, Joey, let me just address Rick from New York.
All right. Go ahead.
God damn, dog. A G? Shit. I don't need that PS Pro that bad. You can keep
Really?
it.
$1,000?
Well, the system alone is $700. To buy the disk drive, I think it's like another $100.
Hey, Lou, I
And
gotta
then-
take a whiz real quick. I'll be right back.
Depending on the fucking game and taxes, no. Keep it. Keep it. Don't need it. No. No. No, thank you. No, Gash is actually a little older. Fuck no. Never. And I want a PS Pro, but not that bad because there's really nothing to utilize it on. Game wise. Oh, God. Bro, will you fuckers stop emailing me? I am not going to go on your fucking channel and apologize to you bitch ass motherfuckers. You could suck my fucking dick. How about that for an apology? Suck my fucking dick so hard that I feel it in another galaxy. There's your fucking apology. Take it, sit on it, spin it up your fucking ass, and do whatever the fuck your mama wants. You will never hear me say I'm fucking sorry to a bunch of thieving ass bitch motherfuckers. You happy? Fuck you. Like I told you yesterday in the fucking email, there will be nothing you fuckers can do to resolve anything with me. It's on, motherfuckers.
Might be a moment to play the clown song. I think it just calm me down for a minute.
It's fucking in it. Bro, these motherfuckers email, oh, what can we do to make things better? Not a fucking thing. Leave me the
can't
fuck
email me
alone.
anymore. I blocked them, so that's why.
Like, for fuck's sake.
So I mean, I just want to be clear on what we touched base on is the three people that I want to never see ever, and if they slip back in here with Pineapple, Doom, and what was my other one? What did I say?
Cupcake, pineapple,
Yeah, that's it. I'm done. Cupcake is yeah. He's too wishy-washy and so much of a liar when he tells you, I'm just protecting you. I'm just doing this. I'm busting your ball. He's full of shit. I call it full of shit. So that
Good
guy
evening,
has
Miss Kitty.
never liked me. He's always looking to prove me that I'm full of shit when he knows damn well there ain't too many things that I've been really full of shit about. but he can't stand the fact, and you could tell by the way he looks when he talks to you or how the things he says. And I'm past all that shit. Some people just don't like people, and I understand that. But I know his kind. I know his type. Believe me, he suburban boy grew up. Rap. He was rap tight probably as a young guy, and he had a lot of failures probably as a young guy that damaged him. So I mean that's okay. I've had a lot of failures too, but it didn't damage me to be a bitch. It damaged me to be better. It made me better, stronger. So and God, I've made my share of mistakes. Trust me, but it don't matter because it's not what you accomplish that makes you strong. It's all the bad mistakes you make in life is what makes us up as a person. At the time we get to an adult age of being a grandfather, it invents us to tell us everything we went through molds our personalities and fixes us to be better people. And also, it's true when God decides to use any human being to make them strong again, He will shred you apart and piece by piece to nothing so you can put back together to be the person He wants you to be. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Okay, so
That's a fact.
Mason, I don't have an issue with Cupcake. Cupcake has never done nothing to me.
Yeah,
Me and Cupcake are good. That is Joey's beef.
yeah. I just
I don't tell
I
Joey
just
who
be
he
full
can
of shit.
fuck
I
with,
be full of shit. That's it.
and no one tells me who I can fuck with.
Yeah, I don't. I've never told anybody who to get fucked.
And
It's not my business. It's just
I
that I don't
won't
have to have him.
disrespect
Yeah.
Joey's channel. That's all.
Yeah, I got no use for the guy and don't want to. I don't want to have communication with him. I don't want to hear his little bullshit. Why are you deleting comments? It's none of his business. Why when comments go up, you have the right to take it, leave it up, or delete it. Pete doesn't understand that concept. If I don't want to comment that to be up there publicly because of some jackass saying something stupid, I'm going to remove that. That's my right to do that. He can't accept that. He puts his fucking business in areas he does not need to be putting them in. I'm not over there telling him what to fucking do with his channel. I can care less. But he always, like a woman, bitch, is always got a comment to tell me what to do. Again, I'm older than you. Remember that. That's number one. You need to understand. Number two is you're not my mother, you're not my father, you're not my grandmother, you're not my grandfather. So stick your opinions in your ass. Keep them to yourself. You're not gonna broadcast them on my platform ever again. Every time I see your name to a fucking I don't even give a fuck what you say, it's coming down. Same with pineapple. I don't need the negativity in my life. I'm trying to do away with as much negativity. Unfortunately, you'll never be able to get rid of all the negativity out of your life. You just can't.
No.
But you can make a point to not let the negativity drain you like a fucking battery when it gets drained from a car or a truck. And I don't have to take that no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to let it. I don't have to let that drain me. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know. I mean, just like I said, we got a lot of comments here. But like I said, I'm not. People think I was going to come. Then people try to turn it. All this was into to get a good grip for sympathy. I I never crossed my fucking mind. People put after I saw it 15,000 times. I said, you know what? Maybe I should use that angle just to piss them off. It never crossed my fucking mind to use a sympathy act because I'm the one that gave back the channel. I didn't have to, but I did because I knew it was wrong, and I felt very shitty for doing it because I thought at the end of the day, it came down to one thing. Joe, would you like this happen to you? How would you feel with doing that? And then they were a nothing channel because they just started out, so they had no. I got a lot to lose. Just be fucking with me, okay? I don't know. Okay. Joey, you started
Cupcake
this,
Army.
and you know it punk. I didn't start anything. Last thing, I'm one thing you're wrong, sir, is I'm not a punk. I'm older than you, so how can I be a punk?
That's
Huh?
Cupcake Army. That's not Cupcake Cake.
Okay, whatever.
But from Muddy, the trolls were I expect someone who calls themselves American Cupcake to have female tendencies.
It's funny you say that, buddy. It's very funny. When I first interacted with him in Shuli's chat room, I thought he was a woman, and he sure didn't get upset. Everybody, me calling him women and telling him, "Shut up, you bitch! You're a woman! You fucking." He never let on that he was a man until he started streaming with us in the beginning. I wasn't there at the time when Bob gave him the name I don't even know what name he was under before that. But I thought it was because I used to banter with. I used to fucking go after him and believe it or not, DG and I and DG's brother, the three of them. I fucking fought with them every day. I actually got banned from. I got banned from Shuli's chat room for a good 6-8 months. I really did. I wasn't allowed in there, and that's when Joe, the producer, he was pissed at me, and then Shuli, about 8 months in, I sent Shuli a message. I mean, I was still talking to Shuli, and I would ask him for time. He said, "Nope, I'm not giving you back the chat room. Nope, you got a lot. You got to stay out and learn a lesson here." I did something I shouldn't have done in the chat room, so and so I accepted that. So I stopped asking him, and then one day, about 4 or 5 months more down the road, this was like I asked him like after the second month. I asked him like a couple days ago. I kept asking him. He said, "No, no, no, leave me alone with that." And then I waited till about to hit 8 months. So it was a good 5, 6 months down the road. I said, "Listen, this is when I started streaming with DG, and he was liking what we were doing. How DG had a pretty good grip on me, and I wasn't being too crazy." I said, "Can I get in the chat room?" He goes, "Yes." So he tells Joe to put me back in the chat room. Joe says, I don't know. We're having problems with the YouTube side. I can't get in there today." So okay, I let it go. So then Joe put me up the next day. I go, "Still not in your chat room." He goes, "I asked you to put Joey C back in the chat room." So he does, but the first thing I said, and I didn't say nothing negative, someone lied to Joe and said, "Look at, he's threatening again." And Joe banned me. And I go, so I text you. I go, Shuli, I didn't say nothing. Go look. Shuli says, "Joe, stop it." And Joe, they bantered about 4 days later. And finally, I said, "You know what, Shuli, this is bullshit." And I guess he talked to Joe. And Joe and I made peace with Joe. I was really, at that point, I was very sorry to Joe. And then Joe and I started talking. And then a couple of things he asked me if I could do for them. And then he's been cool with me, helped me out with a few things. And again, it was just all a misunderstanding. But he was adamant. He wasn't going to keep me out of there. He didn't care what Shuli told me. I guess Shuli finally at the end said, "Listen, as long as he's at the point where he's at, he's sorry for what he did. He's coming back." And then it worked out. But now, I mean, if I say hello, 9 out of 10 times when they're on, if I say hello, he'll always put it up on the stream and say, "Joey C's here," and he'll plug the channel. I've been busting his chops the last couple of days. He played Brennan's breaking news the other day. That one goes, "Breaking news, BBB, breaking news, BBB, breaking news, BBB." And I said, "How dare you play that breaking news over mine?" And he played mine. He goes, he got a kick out of it. But I said, "That's an insult." And then I always, everything I put in the chat, I'll text Shuli. Check, I'll go, only when he misses it, I'll say, "Hey, you missed my thing, but this is what I was saying." He'll stop the show and he'll do me in my voice. And, he'll read it, the way I write, which is fucked up anyhow. You really, unless I thoroughly proofread something, I got a bad habit of typing shit and just firing off without looking at what I said. And I go back, I laugh at myself. I go, "Holy fuck, how the fuck do I decipher this? Sometimes I'll go, what the fuck was I trying to say? Because that don't make sense. I get stumped, and I'm like, damn it, what was I trying to say? And I'll try to think, and I'll forget. I'll like, fuck, I might as well forget it. I ain't gonna never figure out what I fuck was trying to say. Me, I mean, that's me, and I'm the one that writing it. So yeah, I know I got some fucked up grammar, but you know, uh, but that don't make a person like they call me, like. Okay, I might be dumb with my spelling as far as that. I might be very dumb illiterate to that, but Quadfather seems to think I'm the dumbest person ever existed. Who's dumber than him that jumped out of a fucking tree and fucking dived in the fucking pool and broke his neck? I mean, who's dumb, me or him? Yeah, I wouldn't be doing something stupid like that, but he did. So that makes him kind of a lot dumber than me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where he thinks he's God's gift to everything and he's the best show. And I think tonight he's airing the show is three most Florida unwanted, I believe. John, myself, and Chad Zuma. And then, I'm a little upset with Chad Zuma because I didn't say nothing publicly. I'm not going to say, "Hey, Pool Scam Sam, thank you for the $2. $1.99. Hello, Joey and co-host." Oh, you're a ball buster, buddy. You're a ball buster. Thank you, Pool Scam Sam. I'm not going to trash Chad like everybody thinks I should. I wrote him, and I'll be honest. I said, "Chad, I can't believe you said the things you said, but I've never spoken bad about you ever, and I never will because I thought you're a pretty good guy, and even though against people telling me he's not, he was cool to us, and I got no beef with the guy, but I said thank you, and I thanked him. He read it. I saw where he read it. It's because it tells you seen when you DM, and but he didn't respond, and I just don't understand why he didn't at least reach out and say what's going on and why'd you do that. He just went right to whatever the word he called me. Uh, it wasn't nice, but I mean, it's fine. I never put too much stock in him being serious about wanting to do something. I wanted to because I thought it would have been great to do something on his channel because of what we have in common. But I never really thought he would really do it. I think at the time he was maybe just saying that to draw people in. I don't know. I never felt that it was going to be sincere, but I never pushed it either. Call Rocco. What do I want to call Rocco for? He don't ever answer. I'm not going to bother Rocco. I got nothing to say to him either. But but guys like Rocco, Cardiff, Shuley, Bob, those guys, they never reached out to me on this whole situation. None of them. I was looking forward to Chad Z and yeah, I was looking forward to it too, Mike. I really was. I thought it would have been fun, even once a week. Even if and I thought it'd been great meeting him just walking around Tampa, doing the walk and talk, and maybe bringing him 1 week over here, because he walks in all the good neighborhoods. I noticed that. I'm watching where I'm not gonna give up streets. He walks in the good part of Tampa. He's definitely walking in South Tampa, no doubt in my mind. You could tell by the buildings that he's in upscale areas and some of the neighborhoods, or the middle class
Well, Mason
neighborhoods.
says he didn't say anything bad about you. He
Well,
just
he did.
doesn't
He
want to
called me
work
names.
with people that strike channels.
Well, he did. He did say something. He called me some kind of word that people were on him about it, because they right away. How can you work with this tard? He's fucking no good. He's a piece of shit. That's fine. Again, these are all people that don't have shows. These are all people that are just trolls. And again, I'm exhausted trying to keep up with them. Even with Twitter. Twitter is where they got the biggest tards at. You could say a lot of things on Twitter now. It's pretty open to say anything you want on Twitter.
Pool Scam Sam with another $4.99.
Thank you, Pool Scam Sam. $4.99. We need to calm Joey, build the show, and then the Joey C brand. Also, Lou will be deported. I soon find. Thank you for the $4.99. I love this guy. This guy.
Keep thinking that, Pool Scam, but thank you.
The fact that he uses one of my favorite people as his picture.
Jim
That's
Carrey?
Fireman Fred, isn't it? Fireman Fred? Or
Fireman, I believe it was Fireman Ed.
One of the guy, from In Living Color. That was Jim Carrey, right? I forgot what it's Fireman Fred or Fireman Ed or something. I don't know what the fuck. It's pretty. But you got to admit, he's a fucking funny guy. I've been reading up on. I've always been into the stars and the A-list actors and shows on them. It's one of my hobbies. But I didn't realize how nice of a guy. I heard great stories about Keanu Reeves. This guy is fucking a gem of a gem, man. Do you know he doesn't spend his money on anything elaborate for himself? No mansions, no fancy cars. And I didn't know that his character, John Wick character, he used that. He really lost his loved one and his daughter. They died. They were killed. And in the John Wick character, they used that. You know that, how he lost his dog and he lost his new wife? Well, that really happened in real life. He lost his child and his wife. I don't know if it was a car accident or something. I didn't get the logistics, but he is something else. He spends not a dollar on himself for anything that's not needed.
That's funny.
What's funny?
Nothing. It's just stupidity.
Stupidity?
Yeah, stupidity from a stupid group of people.
Yeah. But if you put that group together, if you go through them and you take the time and waste your time to do it, you come up with the same 15, 20 names. You understand that, right? It's always they're consistent of being hateful. They're consistent, but when
that's right. It was Fire Marshal Bill.
Fire Marshal Bill. That's right. Fire Marshal. Okay.
Thank you, Vampire Hunter D. You fucking twat.
Fire Marshal Bill. That's right.
Oh, Ronnie Munn also said Fire Marshal Bill. My bad. I forgot.
Okay.
I was thinking of the New York Jets guy on the sidelines. Fireman Ed.
Yeah, we had that wrong, but we knew he played some role as a fire. Rick from New York, thank you for the 4-9. Chad is the last person you should let affect. No, he doesn't affect me. He has done everything. He accused everyone else of piece of shit at the end of the day. like I said, I never thought he was sincere enough because when he came up with the idea and he told me to call him, I did. We talked a long time, good 45 minutes. He was hyped up. He was psyched up. I said, let me put some stuff on. He was going away. When he came back, I tried to give a call. I said, okay, I got some ideas. I want to. Okay, I'm busy right now. He kept blowing me off, and then I reached out to him a couple days later, and he blew me off again. So that's when I knew at that point this guy ain't serious. This was all the moment thing. Why he did it, I don't know why he did it. I don't know if he's trying to get more money in or something with the idea. I don't know. I've never told his idea. I never will. Rocco, I'll take it to the grave. Uh, People say he stole my walk and talk. I don't know if he was doing it before me. Uh,
Who gives a shit?
I really don't care. I mean, it's his prerogative. I could go out and do my walk talk anytime. It was successful. I enjoy doing it. Um, I just I've got a fried fucking brain that's just not working. It's bad enough that my brain is. I mean, I'm starting to feel all the effects of the serious drug use I've done over the years. I really do. Got to say it. I feel the effects by just little ticks that I have and how forgetful I get. I believe I got an early stage of old timers. I really of Alzheimer's because my short term memory sucks.
Oh, Pool Scam Sam, that one's funny.
Fools can't stand 499. Hey Lou, can you get Walmart delivered to your neighborhood? I bet you can't.
I bet you I can. I had got some this morning, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And Lou, can I release your emails about Joey? I have no emails about Joey, so go right ahead and go for it, vampire dick.
One thing I'm sure with Lou is when he's pissed at me or let's say I'm making an ass or you act like a clown, he'll tell me on the air. He'll just tell me. He got no shame.
Have to hide shit from fucking Joey.
A lot of people threw out things in the beginning. Lou was chipping me. He was trolling me. Lou's fucking. Look how Lou fucks with Joey. But see, a lot of people don't realize that.
I was fucking with you.
A lot of times,
during that little stress. Yeah, it was never nothing malicious.
No. But I'm saying they don't realize the chemistry, how we built the chemistry, and how we banter very well together. Lou will get mad at me, say, "Get the fucking energy," and he'll figure out. He'll think in his head, "I got to get him going." He's done it. He's succeeded a couple times, but he knows it's just good for you guys. He knows it's the best way to go because he knows. Lou's always said they're here for you. They want to see you explode. This is what they want. It's my job to keep you fucking second guessing yourself and getting pissed, so you'll get to those levels. I'm grateful for that because when I need to be, Lou is good at bringing me along to do that. He does it great. So for that, I'm good. It doesn't do well for me when I'm sitting there at the top of my lungs screaming out. My wife's got a headache or she's not feeling good because it goes right through her. And it shouldn't be. Like I used to go all the time, late night, and she very rarely told me, "Could you just tone it down?" A couple of times she did if she was asleep, but now she's at the point that she's just so burnt out from all this stuff and she don't want to see me go in the direction that I've been going. She's always let me be a man, but I think she sees things that I don't see or want to pay attention to, directions that I'm going to, that she just thinks it's going to hurt me, and she doesn't want to see me get hurt. She knows deep down that I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. I've proven that to her by being a jackass and not listening to any advice she's ever given me. Well, she thinks I don't, but I do. And she's right. I mean, I understand she just wants me to. I go into areas sometimes, and she's right that you just made yourself look like a stupid fucking idiot, And I'm like, I don't care, but I do care. So I've been watching Kevin for quite a while, Chris Mack, and I've seen Chad do a lot of real questionable stuff over the past 4 or so years. But all means, do whatever you think is best, but please stay aware to it. I appreciate that, Chris. Like I said, I never really put much stock that it was good. He was being serious. I tried. I was pumped up, but I'm not going to say nothing bad about the guy. I'm not. I mean, as a person, I think he's great, and I'm here. I mean, we're neighbors. He's not far down the road, and I just think it would be good. I think a show would have been great. Of course, we could have done it on his channel. He's got more people. I would be cool with that. As long as we worked out the money part fairly, I don't care what channel it goes on. That don't matter to me. I got enough over here that he could take full control of that. I don't think he would stiff me. I think he's pretty fair when it comes to that. People say he's not. he's a crook, but I don't see that. I don't see that. But I do we know each other for real? I mean, do we really know unless you know each other and met and talked and been in the same? We don't. I mean, everybody can speculate about me that's in the chat room that's never met me. I can do the same about them, but at the end of the day, I don't know how they really are, and they don't really know how I am. They can only assume what I am, you know. So, in all fairness, is I gotta stop letting that get under my skin. Uh, but I don't. Do I get crazy and let things bother me? Of course, I've done that many a time. Does that make me thin-skinned? No. That just makes me fucking a guy that gets pissed off and I fucking just get nuts. But I've been the same way since day one streaming. I've always been a psychotic lunatic on the fucking internet. That's never changed. I've kept it real from day one. People say you're unwatchable. You don't have a show. You got no content. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. We have plenty of content here. I beg to differ when they say that. But what drives me nuts is the same people that say, why are they clipping me? Why are they here? Why are they making such a big deal about it? If we're that bad and unwatchable, why would you want to show any of that? Why would you want to get involved in that? So you got to call people full of shit. You got to. You got to call people full of shit. So those people over at TSN, I wish them the best of luck. All right. They're going to have no problem for me ever again. I'm not going to let myself work up over something stupid. I took your channel. Just know that. I did. I took it. I gave it back because I knew it was the right thing to do. Okay? And that's no matter what you think of me, no matter what you call me still, I took it and I gave it back because in my mind, at the end of the day, when I thought about it, it was wrong to do it that way. And that's for me to feel, for myself as a human being, to look myself in the mirror that I did the right thing. I'm sorry I took the channel away from you, but you guys you act like you're squeaky clean when you're not. Because you say you do everything legally, you're not. You know that, and it's a shame that you keep going on thinking you didn't do nothing wrong, and you did. And you posted it yourself in a song where it says you're not allowed to have another channel. You know, but I'm not gonna play those games no more because that don't make you better than me. You're at the same level as me. And it's even worse when you don't show yourself. We know whose channel it is. We know the biggest whiner in the Dabbleverse is. All right, who's the biggest coward in the Dabbleverse. All right, with his little buddies. Okay, so that's fine. Like I said, as far as I'm concerned, the Catalana Wars of 2025 came, gone, and they only lasted 48 hours. But that saying is a wonderful saying. It's a great one-liner. So, Mike Shitty Internet Provider, Flip Flopper. Mike Shitty Internet Provider gifted 10, no more 10, another 10?
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. Listen, I thought you got things to do personally, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate you. And a lot of people, I'm going to put this out, Mike, and I'm going to say, they say, you're all I got. Without Mike, your channel would be in the toilet. Mike does a lot out of his heart.
The fuck nuts are in the chat.
And Mike is a great person as a human being.
I don't know if you want me to highlight it for you.
And you guys should know that guy's solid as a rock. He's one hell of a person. He's a guy that could be a great friend. I mean, a true friend. He really is. And even if I stop streaming, I would not want to lose his friendship because he's a solid guy. He's a guy that you take all the way to the end of your life with as a friend. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So, and I'm grateful that he came into my life because we loved him to death. And I would do anything for him. There's probably nothing he couldn't ask except for anything about man on man. I would never. If he went that way, I wouldn't go that way. That's a joke, Mike.
Oh, Joey, you know you want to go that way with Mike. It's okay.
No, I would not do that, Mike. But that's probably the only thing I wouldn't do for Mike. You know, and
the fuck nuts want you to go and apologize to them.
Who?
You know who?
That I did. You get as good as you get. You guys see that's your problem. There's no me giving back your channel was my apology, and I made the statement how it was wrong. I admitted that. So you get nothing. And if you think that you are superior over that, you're fucking in the wrong place, pal. Take what you got and be happy. That's all you're getting. You'll never, ever. You got to be crazy to even ask that. How low of a fucking person are you? Really? We know you're not squeaky clean. We know you're not better than me. We know that. You're at the same level. To ask that is ridiculous. Ridiculous. You go to read my statement like everybody else did and saw my sincerity. The fact I gave back this fucking took the strikes back should be grateful enough for that. So you're pushing your luck really bad. That's why I chose not to have certain people in my chair, because I knew that they're never ever going to be at a level of being a decent human being, and they're not going to wear me out with this bullshit. What I wrote, what I did, that's as far as I will go. And trust me, you came out pretty good. So, but you still got to deal with the fact that you broke YouTube's terms of policy, and in the email that you posted says it, but you don't do nothing illegally. So you need to face yourself in the mirror and make a public speech to people saying, we're not perfect here, we lie too. Then maybe you'll be a better person. But that's your business. Because proof is proof. You put it up. We saw the fucking song with the fucking final letters about what I did to your channel and what it said that you can't do, and you did that. So if you're going to continue to think you're some honest, squeaky clean person, you're fucking not. So I would stop that X-date at the fucking butt right now, because that's fucking just made me laugh. We already knew that you weren't. So, Ferndog, well, I'm out. I'm going to go take my brains out in memory of
Toke my brains out. He's gonna go smoke.
Smoker, toke your brains out. Ferndog, I know you lost a guy that you were friends with, and my condolences to anybody that knew Donks. I got to know him pretty good. I still got all the DMs he sent me.
Hey, Joey, do you got access to this
told me his real name?
Reddit?
So I'll never indulge that, but rest in peace, Joe. Does anybody know how old he was? Do they know? Did he have a heart attack? What happened? Was it self-inflicted? If anybody could just let us know privately. I mean, I like the guy. I really did.
Again, Joey, do you have access to this so-called Reddit that my emails were just leaked to?
I could get to Reddit, yeah.
Oh, let's have fun and read it.
All right, let me pull up Reddit. I'll log into Reddit. Yeah. I've got a SIR page. I got my own page.
Oh, I don't know. They said, Vampire Cockface sat there. I just put the emails on Reddit. Let's have.
Where did he put it at? Did he put it in? What did he put it? Whose page? Where did he put it up on? Dabble. Did he put it on John's page? Did he put it on whose page? Did he put it up, or did he just put it in the general? Did he tie
exactly,
it?
Rick.
That's what I need to know.
Yes, you said Donks was 44.
44. I knew he was. I knew he was a little bit younger than me.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn, 44, man. That's a shame, man. God bless it, man. God bless it. Man, if you guys ever talk to his family, if you're that close with him, please give us our condolences of Kettle on TV. That's I don't want to hear something like that, man. That dude was solid, man. Man. That's a bummer. That's sad, man. Donkey Kongington died. Yeah, he passed away.
Oh, lots of N-word usage. Nice to know, Mason.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not. I'm
They're no affiliation with us.
Right.
And they need to put publicly
right.
That.
And also, in all fairness, one thing what you're doing is illegal. Is you're saying that I'm tied to your channel and I'm not. You want to use the name but you're breaking that term, so you're full of shit there. And I'm asking, please, if you got any fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Any compassion or any moral standards, at least post that you have no affiliation to us, because you don't. And it's a joke to say you're fans. So you're lying about everything, but you're trying to come out and tell everybody I'm the villain and you're the good guys. That's not entirely true. So, I mean, proof is proof. We know that we just proved 100% about what YouTube told you. We know 100% you're not affiliated to me, and you're lying about that. So, I mean, I'm not trying to stop you. I'm not getting your way, but if you really want to come out being where you can look yourself in the mirror and you're a stand-up person, you would fix those things at least. But I know you won't. So, like I said, that's just what I would do, but that's fine. Again, it takes a real person to be a man, and I've done that. Yet you've not showed me one time that you're just a troll and, huh? Yeah. And then you go around, you insult the people that donate as pay pigs. They're supporters. And that drives you guys insane. And again, the people that say it, they don't contribute nothing to nobody, but yet they have opinions on everybody. So it's sad. They've got to be damaged goods. So I'm looking for it, Lou. I'm on Reddit, but what I'm looking for is where did they post it? That's my question. Did they post it?
Cheeseburger. Where's it at, Cheeseburger? Tell us, Cheeseburger. Or you too, Vampire Cockface.
Did you pass it on Hackverse? Did you Hackverse Anonymous? Did you put it on?
I don't know. They're saying it's on Reddit. Like it's a bunch of bullshit.
Okay, but it's still, did they just put it on the open wire? Nothing to do with. I mean, that's they had to put it to Hackverse. Let me see. So what did they post?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I mean, just fucking tell me.
Let's just see what Cheeseburger said. Joey, I just read the emails that Lou sent on Reddit. It's really fucked up. Some of the things he says about you, are these real?
Okay. All right.
Who did I email them to? That's the $1 million question.
All right. So I'm going forward here. I don't see anything out there.
Fucking motherfucking.
I think they're full of shit, Lou. I don't think I mean,
always.
Unless they put it to a platform, so it's not on the open wire here. I just posted.
Oh. I know they're lying, Rick, because I don't have no emails. I'm wondering, hold on. Which one of my emails did they make up and use it from?
Yeah, let's see. Well, they've been emailing you. I assume at your real email, the one that they exposed.
Yeah, the one that Mason decided to give the fucking world.
So I don't know. Yeah, they did.
Exactly, Muddy. They are female.
Okay,
bitch.
I put the Hackverse Anonymous, and I just put Lou in there, and it says, and there's stuff here 5 months ago, getting to know Lou, which you would be in the green guy. What's his name?
Look at that.
Patrick
5
Melton
months
and
ago.
Okay, then it said let me see what else I see. So far, that's the only thing under Lou I see. Then the return of a Dabbleverse legend, me and you. That was 6 months ago. They posted that. Sato me, I'm so sorry, you Joey during storm. I dream bring you 3 pizzas warm. Oh, you up during storm. Then shove them all pizza slices in Mrs. C's ass. Oh, Mrs. C's pussy. That's what the $5 super chat she gave me that she posted. She's supposed to be a funny comedian, I think. People. So I'm gonna put Lou the Monster down, see if anything comes up. I mean, that's the only place I can think they would put the Hackverse. They wouldn't put it on Shuli's Anonymous. They wouldn't post it unless they posted it on my page.
Hey, Brutal Pain is here.
Hey, Brutal, what's happening, buddy? How are you? What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Let me see. I'm looking at Lou the Monster. Let's see if anything comes up here. Let's see. No, nothing under Lou the Monster. So
Because there's nothing there.
Did you think based on your email they put your real name on here?
Who gives a fuck? My name is so common. I just don't care.
I mean, that's the only fucking thing I could think of they would have done. I mean, if they exposed the email like they're saying, which I don't think they did.
Oh, now this one is saying they removed it for the N-word being said.
Of course. Yeah, guys.
Bullshit.
You guys are so fucking full of shit. Again, child play trying to make funny. That's not fucking funny. It's not funny. You're not funny. You're a bad troll. You don't even troll right. I mean, that's fucking crazy. Now, I'll put my name up. I'll come up like a fucking rash at Reddit.
Exactly. You know what? Muddy just made a valid fucking point.
Huh?
They would find a way to fucking, if the emails were true, they would forward them to you.
Woo! There's something, man. You fuck about fucking. I'm all over Reddit, man. My name, Joey C, is all over fucking Reddit. Been there.
And the funny thing is, Joey, you have my email address, so you would know if it came from me.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone
but I say the N-word. I have no problem saying the N-word.
Joey C in Clearwater Chad was the latest post they put 3 months ago. These are for Joey. That's one.
So there's nothing recent, nothing new.
The last thing they did on me, I think, was 3 months ago. I used to be on there daily, fucking daily. I used to get so many fucking hate stuff from people from Reddit. I got so much shit from them. I used to fuck with the Reddit people bad. See, I used to be on there with the Howard Stern page, and then one guy goes, hey, "Wait a minute, are you the guy that used to be in the Howard Stern Reddit page that fucking everybody hated?" I go, "Yeah, that's me." Oh my god, that guy's back! And then they fucking found me and come over and harass me. I used to fuck with them so hard over there, man. I used to love going on Reddit. I used to make it my life to fucking call them fucking every name in the book. Oh, I got so much shit up on Reddit. It's funny. I just love it. It's a dumping ground. But I don't see nothing, Lou. I don't see nothing. So they're full of shit. I'm wrong 100% of the time. Yeah, Thank you for admitting that, Cheeseburger. We know you're wrong 100% of the time. We know
They
that.
have a low IQ and they think we do too.
Well, I mean, listen, I'm not saying that I'm the smartest guy in the world by far. I'm surely not the dumbest guy in the world. So, and I know my share of things, even when it comes to book smart. So, I would shock a lot of people if I did an IQ test. I really would. I shocked myself once I did it. I picked an area that I like history, and I did very well. I didn't. It just all started coming back to me. Maybe I just had it buried, and I got it pretty good though. But then again, that could have been a fluke. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
It was a fluke, but it's okay.
That's okay. It could have been a fluke, and I just was. I don't know. It could be someone just might have been lifting me up and just telling me the answers in my head. I don't know. Maybe the Lord was with me that day. I don't know.
One of your guys has taken it down, Joey. That's what happened. One of your guys took it down.
Reddit. They worry about Reddit. Reddit's the last place anybody takes anything down. So they're full of shit. Reddit is the dumping ground of the worst of the worst.
I'll agree with Chris on that last comment.
What's that? What did Chris say?
You should be able to see it. It's your last comment.
Oh, but not at the last comment. We got a lot of comments there, but I didn't see them.
Scroll all the way down to the bottom.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going all the way to the bottom.
Not that one.
This is an old troll of mine. This guy? Yeah. I would never. First of all, it was wrong to take down a channel. I wouldn't call nobody's job. I would never do that. No matter what he believes, I would never do that. So he could go and do whatever he's got to do, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't do that. No, that's hitting someone below the belt, and I'm not going to take the man's living or cause him any problems with his job. I wouldn't do that. I said it out of anger, but he knows deep down I would never do that. And if he don't, then he's even bigger piece of shit. But yeah, thank you. I hope I answered your question. Yeah.
Who cares who took it down? It's fake, Photoshop. If the emails are not forwarded to you,
exactly, buddy. I mean, they did a lot of photoshopping back in the day. I mean, a lot of stuff. That's why I was very impressed yesterday with Road Richie apologized that. That was big. That
Joey, let's be honest.
Him a little bit more differently. You know what I'm saying?
Let's be honest. Rochi was just doing that because you rescinded the strikes.
Okay, well, I did something good. Like he said, that's one for me and one for. I mean, that's fine.
The only reason why
he still did it. So he did it, and I was shocked, and I was grateful, and I thanked him. I'm thanking him, and I'm thanking him for that. That was righteous. Thank you. So that he did a good thing. So just like I did a good thing. So I did the right thing. I should say.
Miss Kitty with the $1.
Thank you, Miss Kitty, for the $1. Appreciate you. How you been, Miss Kitty? How's work? Are you working? You still working a lot of hours? They still keeping you working? Bo Beardton. Let's put this up. Bo says. He says. Let's see. Bo Beardton, $4.99. Pure characters lifting some weights, saying keep it up. Thank you, Bo. Appreciate the $4.99. I appreciate that. A lot of people from the beginning, when me and Lou were
that was a super sticker from Bo.
Super sticker. Thank you, Bo. Yeah, that is. I thought super stickers. Can you write in super stickers?
No, keep it up is the sticker part.
Okay, because I know that some people have sent super stickers, but they've actually got words in it. I didn't know you could do that.
Miss Kitty says working Saturday was a 12-hour shift of overtime.
Who's that? Miss Kitty. Yeah. I know she works hard. I know that the woman does work hard. So she still finds the time to come and hang out and watch shows. What was I going to say? So how I really enjoy the membership part of the people, because when people give memberships, I think it's the greatest thing that anybody can do. And
Sunday's membership, it might take place this week. I don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to do one this week or not, but we've been doing it consistently. A lot of people, I know there's some shows that don't do them but once every couple of months. You know that?
Oh, that's those shows. We gotta, we gotta.
And I used to be one of the guys that used to do it once a month, maybe every couple. And then we've been consistent now for a while now, doing it and every week and at the same time, because I feel that they deserve that. And I'm always worried about that when you're getting gifted membership, people are not renewing at 99 cents. Which I think Christina was making something cool, a slogan or some kind of video about re-upping the 99 cents. She told me she was going to be doing it. I don't know if I got it, but she was said to will I allow her to work on something Of course, you could work anything you want, because it's going to benefit you too. But I think a nice little slogan should be done, a little video about it. I will, and like I said, it's 99 cents. But the problem with gifted memberships is if people don't renew you every month. You got to face you're going to drop memberships. So and sometimes it could be a significant amount, and so I don't. It happens, and at that time past, we lost quite a bit of memberships. We're still pretty good. We're still around 350. We were close. We were 50 short. We lost about 100 memberships. We were at 450. So, but we never dipped down past 300. We seem to have the people that keep us lifted, and we appreciate that. I'm stuck on being at. I like to stay consistently even keeled at around 400 or 500. I just think if we could consistently do that, we're doing something. But it's 99 cents to renew. It's a fair price, and I encourage everybody. Even if you hate us, you're going to get something for 99 cents. I mean, you're going to get your rocks off somewhere when I get fucking crazy, or when I'm feeling it. Jim, I'll fix it. Here's a guy that dislikes me too, but he banters back and forth. But I got no problem with Jim. Lou doesn't do anything, so I don't know why he would need a rag for. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Muddy says, my man Muddy says, it automatically renews you, Joey. A person would have to be reminded to cancel the auto. Really? Even if
Yeah.
they're gifted a membership?
Even if you're
Most
gifted,
of our
yeah.
stuff is mostly gifted. I think that only happens
You
at
get an
once.
email when you're gifted.
Right. It tells you to
So,
renew it. It tells you
It tells
coming
you
up
to
to,
renew it.
but I'm saying I think what Buddy's saying, once they do renew it, it becomes on automatic, and then unless they cancel it. So, yeah,
Yes.
but I'm saying that a lot of people they don't renew it at all. They just rely on it. 'Cause there's some people I heard that been getting membership gifted to them for like 9 months straight. They
Hey,
catch
those are
one every
lucky
month.
motherfuckers.
That's lucky. Oh, I tell you what, I was on a good streak. I caught 12 or 13 in a row with Chuli. But I paid membership over there several times. I paid Bob's. I paid Melton's. I've caught Melton. I paid. There's people that I have paid. I paid I caught one from Chad one time. I paid 3 times. I mean, and half the time I don't even watch none of these people, but I pay. Just because I'm just trying to support them. I don't know. I go around every month and I give somebody something. I even gave Quadfather 5 gifted memberships.
Hey, did you give out your memberships for this month yet?
I didn't. Man, thanks for telling me that. All right, we're about to get to the real here. We're going to give out some memberships.
Look, Miss Kitty just gifted one.
Thank you, Miss Kitty. Well, we're right behind you. We're going to gift out. Here we go to everybody. 5 Catalano memberships. There we go. Complimentaries of Catalano and Lou the Monster. There we go. Your gift has been announced. I think it's up there.
Yeah, I don't know if it showed up on our side.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah,
Here we go. Second round. Here we go. We're going to gift 5 more memberships. Here we go. Gifted 5 Catalano memberships. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot all about that. There we go, folks. We just gave out 10. That's all we allowed to give. So,
hey, but at least YouTube gives you that option.
Huh?
At least they give you that option to where you can gift them.
What did you tell Miss Kitty what? Bad Kitty Lounge? Mr. C just sent me on the wire to tell Miss Kitty something about Bad Kitty's Lounge is going to be the new name of the lounge. They have a low IQ. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm a firm believer, and I've proven this to be right. Most people can prove this to be a fact. People that come at you the hardest and make up as much as they can about you is because they're trying to steer anything off of them because they're the ones that really got stuff to hide. I've proven that over and over in life. Not just here in the Dabbleverse, not on the internet. Most people that attack you in a bad way, malicious way, it's because they got a lot to hide. And I will cover one more thing. He's right. He so I give him credit. He's smart for that. If he strikes my channel, he has to put down his real name, which I'm waiting for because they will give him everything. They'll give me everything. So he knows he's not going to do nothing because none of them are going to do nothing because they would have to give me their real name. So that's why I know. I know they're not going. They have to. If you strike a channel, you got to give that person your real name, and they know that's what I'm waiting for. So kudos to them for being somewhat smart, because then I get to do a background check on them, and they don't want that. Because once you get a background check, you know everything about them, and if they hide anything, oh boy, then it's exposed. So give him props for that. Give him props for that. Give him props for that. See, people already knew me, so I have nothing to hide. I had nothing to hide. But I probably would have been, if I wasn't known, if nobody knew me as the person that knew anything about my life, then I probably would be taking that position too. So I commend them for that. But they know. They already gave up their card. He wants us to give. He wants us to fucking do it because we have to give. They know they can't do it without it. So that's kind of like our little protection. They have to give up too much to fucking strike my channel. They all know that.
Joey.
So
from Slapjaw.
Hey, ain't seen Slippy Slapjaw Smallwood in a long time. $1.99. Joseph. He always calls me Joseph. Why didn't Spider get you on wire to tell you? I didn't. That was a shocker to me. I don't know. And then I guess his response was after he made the announcement privately was, "Oh, you guys won't let me into EVMux." That's why he made that announcement. I got nowhere to put my show, and I can't get my intro. You didn't save the intro?
Quit.
Huh?
He did not quit.
Okay, but he announced it to everybody. I didn't announce it. He did. That wasn't him.
That was him. He had a wrench.
It was him, Christina. It was him. He had a wrench. It was him. Oh, he wrote it wrong. Okay. Oh, okay. Point is, he prematurely jumped the gun again. I told him when he's ready to put a show up to text me, I'll get him into EVMux and walk him through it. He never bothered to do that. So
Bo with the $1.99.
We only have 2 seats. Bo veered to $1.99. Who is in charge of the fake TSN? I have an idea who. Well, I mean, they're denying. Don't deny, but it was slipped yesterday on Pop Show. It was
DM me your idea, Bo. We have ideas too.
Why don't you send? I don't know if you communicate with Lou privately.
He does.
Or I think you could DM me as well. I'm pretty sure we're probably all on the same page. He denied it already when I confronted him. He called me a jackass and other names. I blocked his emails, so I'm not. I don't have to read his stupid ass emails anymore either. So, like I said, they failed in being a man. That's one thing they did fail in, and they failed at of liars. That they called me out to be the biggest liar, but they lie about everything. So they're not doing anything by the book. They know they're not, and they posted it on their fucking page, and they got the balls to call me a fucking lying piece of shit. That's the pot calling the kettle black there. I mean. But see, here's one thing I learned about true liars. A true liar,
boy.
They believe they're lying. They don't think they're fucking lying. That's the problem. That's why you cross into problem with people like that, because they don't believe they're lying. They don't. They create delusions in their mind. You understand? So in that respect, it is a disease that they must be under that. They must be taking medicine for that. From what I could see. Oh, they're live. I didn't know they were live tonight. That's wonderful. They're live. Look at that.
Oh, look, Catalano emailed me. You have no idea who we are. Stop it, you silly man.
Why wish you guys?
Can I stay at your cousin's Airbnb? You want to double down on that? Yes, I will double down on that, bitch. This is no fucking Airbnb.
I got everything you're going to get from me. That's all I can tell you. So be aware of that. That's all you're going to get from me. But I do want to
double down, triple down, motherfuckers. Bring it, bitch, please. Show me this is the fucking Airbnb.
You got a lot to give up, so I'll be waiting. I will be waiting. But I think I've covered my bases pretty good, even though I know it was wrong. I sent everything I need to send, so we'll be waiting for it. We got a lot of protection now, so good luck with that. But here, like I said,
look, Chris Green says something else that's very interesting.
All right, so let me see. Here we go. Here it is, Lou. I want to show you in person. So here it is. Here it is, Lou. I mean, you can read it and fucking weep, people, to know they come out to be fucking squeaky clean, which they're not. They say they're honest, law-abiding citizens, which they're not. Okay? Here it is in fucking writing. Can we get that bigger?
That's as big. That's on your end now.
Right here. Hi, the Catalan Network. Due to multi-copyright strikes associated with the voice videos below, YouTube channel has now been terminated. Please keep in mind that you aren't allowed to have any other YouTube channel unless this channel is reinstated. They broke that by putting up that second channel and called me a fucking liar. They could do that. They're within right there from YouTube. So
hold on one second,
near them. This is what they posted. So there you go. Remember, they're just as shady as us. Just as shady as us. They don't get to be squeaky clean. I gave back the channel and did the right thing. Don't mean I'm gonna fucking not fucking keep thinking they're piece of shit when I know they are. And they're not fans, they're liars. So that gives the people that are confused about that channel a little bit more insight of what these fucking humps are. Okay? They're worse than us. The worst kind. They're definitely
This ain't my cousin's place, you stupid fucking moron.
They do a lot of threatening, but they don't do shit because they know they got to expose them. That's the problem. They're all talk. They're all fucking talk. That's what cracks me up about them.
Here's the sad part. My cousin don't own an Airbnb. My cousin don't even own a house.
That's funny. They're
so get the fuck out of here.
They stop sharing?
Yeah. Yes, my grandchildren will be poor. Yeah, they're born poor, Doom. And you're just a fucking sorry-ass bitch.
Yeah.
Who hides behind everything.
Dude, you're getting worked up for nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing. They're scared cowards. They're not gonna do nothing. They won't expose themselves at no cost. They won't expose themselves at any cost. They would never be able to troll again if they did. Never be able to troll again if someone got a hold of their real name. And they are too evil to fucking stop trolling. So they'll never give it up. And I say 110% they'll never give themselves up by doing anything that has to get their name. We got no worries about that, Lou. You got the upper hand on that. So promise you that. They never will expose themselves. They're smart enough to not expose themselves. Miss Kitty just gifted 5 Catalana. Thank you, Miss Kitty. Thank you. So just be aware, Lou. Don't even waste your energy. You're just talking to guys that are cowards. True cowards. Who straight lie to everybody how they're squeaky clean and how they're a fan page and how they like us over here. All lies. YouTube sent them the fucking email and they looked at you.
Please, Joey, time out. Please confirm that this is my cousin's Airbnb. Yeah. I would love to see that paperwork.
Me too.
Please show me that this is the fucking Airbnb, you stupid fucks. Think about it. If I was staying at my cousin's Airbnb, he's losing fucking money.
Exactly.
Like, are you fucking stupid? You have no fucking IQ. I never said that, you fucking dumbass motherfuckers.
Isn't your cousin pretty smart businessman? From what I understand, he's pretty intelligent on that level, isn't he?
Fucking stay at an Airbnb fucking B. Fucking dumb motherfucker.
It would be a loss if he gave it to his cousin. It would be a loss. If you lose right, that would be an L for him. It would be not.
Never said it was a fucking Airbnb.
Yeah, it's definitely not an Airbnb.
And it wasn't a failed vape shop, neither. Fucking Doom.
Wow. You do your homework, but only half-ass. I see. So when should I expect the strike, Doom? Are you going to be telling me who you are then in the strike? Because you have to. So you're right, 100%. I'm waiting for that name. So you do know something. Please, I'm begging you. Please.
Dude, if Doom is the motherfucking bitch I think it is, she's a useless piece of fucking shit.
Yeah.
Who has to worry about her own fucking kids.
She ugly? I know you've actually seen her, right? Is she an ugly bitch?
Like, this bitch better fucking, bro. I'm done, dude, because I don't play fucking for keeps. I play for keeps, and I get real personal, so I think it's time to end this shit.
All right, well, that's good. Can we, any last minute things? I'm with Lou. We had a great day. Thank you for everybody that came on. I'm with Lou. There's no sense of getting worked up over that. I just got to know, does that person look ratchet in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I figured that. Someone that's got the ugly stick and begging for fucking a man to come and take her. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I needed to know. Yeah, that's what we hear, Chris Green, that it is a definitely confirmed lady.
Oh, shit. Spider's still in the chat. He says, don't feed them.
I'm not, Spider. I told you it's simple. All you got to do is, Lou, how do we let him in the evac? Because we only got 2 seats. We have to send him a link to get in there to fix it?
Or are you going to sit here and be on the shows? I'm not.
I'll help him tomorrow with the show. I'll produce it. Can you make the show up? Can you find out what he wants and just put it up for him, and I'll go from there.
Dude, he could use the StreamYards. Everything is still with StreamYards. He could use StreamYards as the free version.
I mean, I don't know what the problem is. You just can't have access to. I don't think you can play your intro on StreamYard if you're free.
As long as it's in the thing, it can still play.
If you got it in your thing, you can play it. But you don't use nothing in there anyhow. It was always me pulling up stuff. This is just better. And if you want to use this, I told you, no problem. I don't care. It's just we only have 2 seats, so I don't know if Lou could do the same setup we did With StreamYard over here, I don't think that'll work.
Remember in the Bible, Cain and Abel. Fuck Cain and fuck Abel.
Yeah.
Fucking do.
Did
You want to sit there and say Cain Palms? I don't give a fuck.
You want to know a righteous brother that I got to know really well, and too bad it was short time, and I liked him. We had a lot in common. Did you get to see anything I did with Cabby? He was fucking righteous, and he was the best at coming back and shutting someone down. That motherfucker was quick on his feet. He was good, and I enjoyed Cabby. I miss him dearly, man. I did a lot of great stuff. I find it with Cabby. He was the best, man. He was righteous, man. And I just wish I got to know him a little better, you know. And it was short-lived. It was less than a year that he was in my life, and he passed away. But there's a guy that wasn't afraid to take anybody down. He fucking had balls of steel, man. That guy. He does. Rest in peace, Cabby. Rest in peace, Donkey Kongington. Our heart goes out to your family. That's it, Lou. I'm done. Unless anybody wants to, I don't see no more super tips. I want to thank everybody for contributing tonight. I want to thank everybody I appreciate everybody that was here. It was steady. Everybody stayed. That's a good sign. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry again that if I let you down by my actions, I didn't mean to upset anybody. I was upset, and that's my problem. That's one flaw I have, is when I'm explosive, it takes a lot to bring me down, and I get inside myself. I get mad at myself when I make stupid mistakes. I beat myself up better than anybody. And when I calm down, I just realize, Dan, that you're not that person. Don't go that route, you know. And it made me feel scummy, you know. And I never thought of myself to be scummy. I've called myself a piece of shit many a times in the mirror, but I'm clean as far as being scummy now. But all right, everybody, Friday, Lou's birthday bash. Don't miss it. Everybody, we love you. Thank you.
And now, as the curtain falls on Joey C. and Lou the Monster in the evening. Good evening, guys. But they're clocking now.